Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome. And for those of you guys that are returning, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at messages from Source, the Creator, Most High, whatever you want to define, God, Jehovah. This is just a message from the Creator. It's just an open channel message. I want to tune in and just see what it is that you need to know. So this has no type of direction. I always just come into this and just tune in and connect with God and just ask God to give me all the messages that's needed for whoever's listening. So if this is for you, hopefully it is, and you did not come here by accident, this is your message. All right. So at the bottom, first starting off, is essence and energies. There's this beautiful galactic energy that's happening within you. You could be really connected to whales, dolphins, or any of those things. Frequencies, different frequencies, high-pitched frequencies. Attuned to the subtle energies, balance, frequency holders, okay? So this is about balancing. You know, balancing is going to be being restored. It's going to come back in your life, all right? There could be an emotional time or upheaval going on in your life right now, and the divine wants you to know that all will be well. Well of Dreams is the first card out. There's the turtle energy, and the turtle always reminds me of protection. So one, you know, the divine wants you to know that you're heavily protected. If there's worry or concerns over family, finances, home, the world right now, they're letting you know that you're very protected at this particular time. This big seashell is completely encompassing you. Creation, visions, messages, dissolve the veil, bliss, and dreams. Okay, so dream time is really important. This is where Spirit's messages really come in for you, illuminate things, shine light. When we connect with the divine, we feel this bliss. We feel this love, this oneness with God, where nothing really matters. It's like I'll be driving in the car sometimes and the wind is in my hair and the music is playing and I'm just happy. And there's no reason. I could be broke as all hell, okay? Have nothing going on in my life, right? But my connection with God in that moment brings in so much bliss. So the veil between you and the divine is very thin, okay? You may be a creator of some sort, create content. You may be a writer, you may be a makeup artist, a musician. There's something very creative about you, and you get a lot of your visions in dream time in spirits. The messages that are shown to me are a lot of numerology. So either you may work with astrology or numbers, or even numerology is significant and important to you. But dreams really do come in, and this is where your connection, astral traveling, you know, is really coming in. It's also your gift. Cosmic circles. I love this. It's the flower of life pattern. Okay. Create sacred space, embrace unlimited possibilities. So you are a creator. This is another message that you are a creator, a co-creator. You were in the beginning. Okay. You were part of it all. Like, it's like you were out there with like this beautiful light with source, right? With the divine, as the divine was creating. So you are part of the beginning of the creation, okay? And yes, it feels sometimes in disbelief, but I feel somebody here needed that confirmation or just had that validation either through meditation, through dreams, through another reading. And it's to tell you, yeah, you were a part of it all. You were a part of the creators, right? You stood next to the divine creator and you co-created the world along with them. It's not just source energy. We all create, right? And so there's this energy that is being blossomed or bloomed within you right now that the divine wants you to kind of monopolize on, right? You may have all of these downloads coming in, these ideas, you know, like if you're writing something or you get or you're creating content, you may be getting everything all at once. And so, you know, just write it down. Even if you cannot execute it, write it down, right? Because it's coming in from the divine. There's also clear directions that are coming in as well. And then abundance, you guys. fullness of source, enough for all, open, right? And so abundance, this is fullness of you and the divine. You are very connected to the divine right now. You may have had this, resurgence of a relationship with the divine. Again, there's this blissful connection that you guys are coming into. This feels more like for you to confirm you are a starseed. You were a part of the beginning, right? Like you may have shared a certain type of space or certain type of time, and really helped. But what God wants you to know right now is abundance is coming. It is yours, okay? As you let go, as you release, as you continue to have faith, continue to trust, right? Continue to know that you're guarded, you're heavily protected at this particular time. Also, things may move slow, okay? But the turtle always gets to the destination. So slow and steady may win the race, all right? So it still wins the race, right? You just may be you just may get there a little bit slow because there were cosmic, clearing that needed to happen. All right. And remembrance. There's a remembrance that's happening with you. You're remembering your time. You're remembering what it was like. You're remembering the energy and the essence and the connection that you had with Source. All right. You're remembering the part that you played. Yes, you did. You played a big role. All right. And so, there's a connection as a starseed with Sirius, Lumerian, Atlantis, right? You may resonate with some of those, Palladians. You may resonate with the Octurians, right? So there's many, many more. The Galactics, the Galactic Council, the Elohim, right? There is something about you that there's a memory or remembrance that's coming back in, and there's a connection. And as you feel more connected to Source, as you feel more one, more whole, okay, you are becoming more whole within self. Okay, you are becoming more whole within self. All right, wholeness, completion, like with Source, right? That's why you feel bliss. So everything in your life could be like crumbling right now, and you could just be like in the car smiling like, okay, it's just me and God right now, right? It's just me and God. We hanging out, we doing our thing. Okay. You have intuition coming through, all right? And I literally tell all of my students this in my spiritual development course where I'm teaching about gifts. Clairgnosis, all right? Clairgnosis to me is the seed of God. That is your connection to Source. And when you come in with clairgnosis, clear knowing, okay, or clear sensing, there is nothing tangible for you to build off of, okay? It is just your gut instinct, your intuition, your clear knowing, right? It's like the GPS is telling you to turn left, but you know you're supposed to turn right. And you follow the GPS and it gets you lost, but you knew you should have turned right. That's your clairgnosis. You clearly knew that the directions were wrong. You didn't know how, but you knew. When we think about the divine, we think about God, what is that? It's complete and utter trust. There is nothing tangible, just faith and trust and a knowing that there is something more than us out there, that the feelings or the guidance or the creator is there. It's an inner knowing, right? And so the creator wants you to trust your gut instincts, right? You're the lion. You may have fire energy in your chart, but trust your intuition, okay? Trust your inner knowing. You are sensing things correctly, right? Dreams, things like that are coming in. But most importantly, this is your special gift. Your gift is of clairgnosis, okay? So if you were wondering, like, what is my gift? That is your confirmation. Your gift is clairgnosis, clear seeing. And enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, indulgences, and pleasure. This is your sacral chakra coming through, right? So you're definitely clairsentient, empathic as well. Okay, so your lower chakras are where you're kind of residing at. So you may feel things in your body, okay? But this is also about, God is saying right now, you need to enjoy life. You need to find the beauty in things. You need to allow yourself to be more sensual. You need to allow yourself to indulge. And you're probably thinking, like, God's telling me to indulge? Yeah, God doesn't want you to work. It's not gluttony, right? As long as you're not in gluttony stage, right? God still wants you to have fun. You're not here to just work and pay bills and pay taxes to some, I don't want to talk about it, I'm not political. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying right now, okay? Okay. There you go. All right. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. King of Wands at the bottom, Ten of Wands. All right. Ooh, okay. Ten of Swords is here, all right, with the Seven of Swords. Somebody, the divine wants you to know that there was an ending, okay, a painful ending, like stabbing in the back here, right? But a painful ending. There were some swords that you were protected from that did not hit you, all right? But you were stabbed, okay? There's some stabbing here, but there's some that are around you. That's that protection, right? So there's some things that you're being protected from, whether you know it or not. But somebody around you was deceptive, all right? Somebody betrayed you, lied, gossiped, okay? And this was an ending. It was a painful ending. And the divine wants you to know that it was meant to happen, all right? There is a removal for you, okay? This, you know, this situation, person, whatever this situation is, even if this is your mind or whatever, which I don't think, because the Seven of Swords came out with the Ten of Swords, I do believe that this is somebody in your life that was very deceptive, holding secrets, okay? You may have been very indecisive about leaving, staying, all right? Ending the relationship. This, again, family, friendship, it doesn't matter. But some work situation. But somebody around you was not honest, was deceptive, was hiding things, all right? Definitely holding back things. This could be around money, but this was a very painful ending. But I want to say this, that you did not feel the full amount of the pain because God was protecting you from it, okay? So you may not feel that you were protected, but God was protecting you from that, all right? The Princess of Swords coming through, you know, this is an energy of kind of releasing and moving away from that energy. The person may have been very immature, gossipy. The person could have been just very sharp tongue, you know, like, you know, very sharp tongue, you know, abusive, verbally abusive. Let me say that, verbally or mentally abusive to you. And this ending was meant to happen. And this was to help put you in the journey of moving forward, of cutting away things that are no longer serving of you, right? Like fast-paced action, like not playing around, okay? The Star, the Four of Wands coming out, to me, this is about stability. Usually there's two people, there's this energy of relationships, commitment, but this to me is about stability, okay? This is about work, stability, home, family, life, and everything. And this situation that was unstable, that was not just for you, the divine is putting you into a more stable situation. So you may have lost a job, you may have lost a relationship, you may have lost a friendship, but what is coming to you is even more stable, even more abundant than you can see in this moment. And the Star, your wishes are being granted, your wishes are being fulfilled, okay? The Star is a healing time. So your heart is healing at this time, okay? There's a lot of healing that is happening, but your messages, your prayers, the things that you want and desire, they are being granted. They are going to the heavens, right? God is hearing your prayers. God is hearing you. The Star is something maybe out of reach, right? It's a wish that you want to be granted, right? And you may have wished, okay, for, you know, let's say you may have wished for a better job, or you may have wished for appreciation of the job. And God was like, okay, this job doesn't appreciate you. So God got you fired, or you ended this job, or had to walk away, or whatever happened, right? But it's to put you in a job that does appreciate you, but you can't see that yet, right? So sometimes we ask for certain things and God does deliver, but you think it's not the way that you thought it was going to be delivered, okay? But the Star is here, all right? So this definitely is a healing energy that's coming through. The King of Wands, right? This is a position of power, of authority, okay? This is a king, your crown chakra being activated, right? Remembering who you are, remembrance, right? But this is Phoenix energy. This is rising out of the ashes and standing in your throne, right? The rebuilding, the reborn energy. You know, honoring your pleasures, the things that you want and desire, all right? And so for some of you guys, you want a position of power. Some of you guys want to be in leadership. Some of you guys want to be an entrepreneur, right? And that may be a wish. Some of you guys may be wanting someone specific that you see as your everything, right? And so you may be wishing upon that. And Spirit is saying it's there. It's going to happen, right? But there definitely had to have been an ending, a completion of a cycle. And this was a painful ending chapter, you guys, filled off of deceit, lies, betrayal, manipulation, just, oh, my heart is breaking right now. Ouch. It hurts, anything else that... Yeah. Thank you. Okay. I love that. Yay. Like that. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. And my heart is hurting. Why is my heart hurting? I can tell you why. Because the Three of Swords is out. Yes. Heartbreak. But look at this. I love this Three of Swords. Why? Because she is unbothered. You're in this healing energy, right? Your heart may have broken. Your heart may hurt. You may be in pain, right? But your solar plexus chakra is being heavily activated right now so that you can, again, you need to have trust. You need to have faith, all right? You need to know that this happened for a reason, right? This was for the best of you, okay? But also what is being activated is confidence. Confidence, movement, taking action, honoring yourself, boundaries, all right? So even though you may be dealing with some heartbreak, there's a level you're still not feeling. You're still protected. Spirit is still protecting your heart, your feelings, the true, the trueness of the pain that you should be experiencing, you're not. You may be experiencing half of it. It still may hurt. It still may totally friggin' suck. I'm not taking away from that. I'm just saying that God is saying, baby, I haven't even let you feel the full throttle of what this is, right? I am still protecting you. All right. So your heart, okay, is being protected in this energy of Ten of Swords and Three of Swords. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. The Five of Cups coming through, right? Depression, sadness, okay? And of course, this event is making you sad. But again, one of the things that I love about this, and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I say that all the time, that yes, I read tarot, and I'm going to teach a beginner's tarot class if anyone's interested in that. Hit the link in my bio to my website and do the sign up. It'll be happening November 13th. But I read intuitively, right? And I believe that this is just a basic tool. So although the Five of Cups means depression, and it means this, and it means feeling lack, in this particular Five of Cups energy, right? All of this energy that you're going through right now, okay? I love this Five of Cups because she's not depressed. She looks a little pissed. She looks like she's not accepting any of these lackluster cups that are here, all right? So anybody that's coming in that don't have a full cup to offer me, relationships, jobs, whatever, I'm not even looking at you, bruh, right? I'm not even looking at you. I'm not even turning around. And although this big old beautiful cup is here, shining bright, she could do it without. So this energy is like bringing you into this energy of empowerment, okay? So I don't feel like, this energy of what is happening is really getting you down. I feel like either you knew it was coming, saw it coming, felt it coming, or prayed for it. Sometimes we're like, well, I didn't pray for the breakup. Well, sometimes we didn't. Sometimes we did. A long time ago, we said, I don't want to love this person anymore. And then you don't. Okay. And you're like, oh, it's very interesting the way Spirit will work, right? But the Five of Cups is here, you guys. And I feel like with this energy, she's not looking at her Three of Swords energy. She's not holding on to anything. She's in forward momentum, right? She's planning ahead. Okay. You do have the Hangwoman here. And this is about surrendering, right? Trust, literally surrender and trust with Spirit. And that's where you're at. That's the center of your reading, right? And so Spirit is saying, God is saying to you, trust and have faith where I'm directing you, where I'm giving you. And I feel like you do. I feel like that even in this reading, maybe this is validating you that you do. That you are trusting, that you're like, okay, I may be going through this breakup, maybe going through this ending, maybe going through this completion, and it doesn't feel good. It makes you feel uncomfortable. But I'm not as bothered as I used to be. I'm not as affected as I used to be. I feel protected, or I feel okay, or I feel bliss, or I feel good. And that's because you're in communion with God right now. God is holding you in grace, right? If you think about the Footprints poem, this is the time where God is holding you, where you may not be feeling. Again, God is carrying you, right? You're being carried in grace right now, okay? Princess of Cups, all right? So an apology may come from, you know, a situation. So you may expect an apology, or you may expect, you know, a message of some sort. However, I don't see you taking the apology. I see you armoring up, Knight of Wands energy. And I feel like that's what Source is saying, is for you to say, keep your armor up, keep yourself protected, because again, the turtle energy, that protective shroud that you're having, right? So they're saying for you to armor up, right? And so the Page of Cups could be coming back. The immature person could be coming back in to apologize, to say they're sorry, okay? Or to try to make amends. I feel like you need to trust your gut, trust your intuition. This person may never change. This person may not get better. And if you do, or if you're having confliction and you thought this person was not being honest with you, the Seven of Swords coming out, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, those are heavy hitters, you guys. This person is not honest, okay? This person is lying to you. The Seven of Swords means deceit, period. There's not many cards in the tarot that literally mean deceitful, okay? Even the devil is not that deceitful. The devil could mean a whole bunch of different things, addictions, you know, shadow energy, low vibration, fear, doubts, okay? But the Seven of Swords is usually, it's a hidden, it's secrets, and it's deceitful. And you can be deceitful to yourself, but the energies that are coming out is talking about somebody else is being deceitful to you, okay? So yes, somebody may offer their cup. Somebody may come in with an apology. I would say use your intuition. Trust yourself, okay? All right, trust your intuition and your guidance. Some of you guys, the Knight of Wands is here. The Knight of Pentacles is here. This is about being single. This is about being single, liberation, of freedom, okay? So you guys are free. There's a freedom that is happening that maybe you're not feeling right now, and that is bringing in abundance to you. The Nine of Coins is abundant. It literally means abundance, right? You know what I'm saying? So you are meant to be abundant. Right now, maybe you're meant to be single. You're meant to be, you know, alone, isolated, loving on yourself, you know, knowing your worth, okay? So this energy that you're moving away from, because you are moving away from this, you guys, all right? So you may not feel it, but you are moving away, because Spirit is literally directing you out of this energy into this beautiful, abundant energy, right? Raises, promotions, recognition, okay? Love, you know, all of that is yours, is coming in. You've worked hard for it. You've had to go through challenges and obstacles to get to here, all right? So this is very grounded energy, very abundant energy. She reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, right? So she's like the minor of those two. So this is, to me, is you are beautiful, you are sexy, you are handsome, you are charming, you are intelligent, you're grounded, you're a nurturer, you're a provider, you're solid, okay? You're honest, you're truthful, all right? You deserve love. You deserve also to indulge a little bit in your abundance. So let's say you have a little bit of money to spare, go have some fun, okay? Go live your life a little bit, right? If you just got out of a relationship, maybe it's time for you to take that trip, you know what I'm saying? With your boys or with your girls, whatever, okay? But the Nine of Coins is here, all right? And this is like, to me, solidifying. You need to surrender to it, because this is liberation. God is breaking you free out of limiting beliefs, relationships that are not serving of you, backstabbing, manipulation, whatever this energy over here is, depression, isolation, all of that stuff. It's being removed. It's being transitioned into a higher state, one of consciousness, all right? A higher state of abundance, okay? Reaching your goals, going after your goals, success is here, all right? Entrepreneurship is here, a home is here, a car is here. It's like all the things that you're looking for, it's coming in, all right? So I know that you may not feel that way, but it is coming in, you know? And at the bottom of, I looked at this really quick, trust, insight, awareness, and guidance, right? Trust your intuition, you guys. Personal boundaries, okay? This is what's happening is, you know, God is trying to help you with your personal boundaries, all right? So that's a lot of the solar plexus chakra that's coming out for you, okay? Intuition, trust, insight, awareness, and your guidance. Trust your guidance, you guys. Trust your intuition, because, you know, God is trying to tell you something. God's trying to tell you something. All right, let's go. Go ahead, barcodes, please, for this solar storytelling. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, thank your lucky stars. All right. Thank your lucky stars as you begin to count your. All right, my camera keeps dying on me, so it's time for me to go. Inspired action. Focus on inspiration, and the action steps will flow effortlessly. Okay, so focus on inspiration, and the action steps will flow effortlessly. Right. So take the necessary steps to move forward, which is what you're going to do. It's going to be fast moving when you make your decision. Empathic overload. It is time for you to truly honor your highly sensitive nature. Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, you guys are very empathic. Okay. Clairgnosis, like you guys know things, right? And that's what, you know, the divine wants you to know, is to honor that about you, right? Honor that. Okay. That it's time for you to truly know, truly honor your highly sensitive nature. And you're very sensitive. You may hide it, but you're very sensitive. Okay. And that's why the situation, it does hurt. All right. And then at the bottom, you have supernova. Okay. An aspect of your personality, ego self, must die to make way for a new shiny star to be born. And that is you. Okay. So there's an aspect of self past, whether that's a relationship, a job, or situation, way of thinking, that's going away, you guys. Okay. It could be, you know, if the Seven of Swords is you, you've been lying to yourself this whole time, deceiving yourself, which I don't really believe that that's what it is, but it can be, right? This is about that part of you dying, but the ego aspect, right? The one that's not aligned anymore, the one that didn't have boundaries, the one that didn't honor, the one that just let people lie, you know, that's dying, right? And again, this was to help you create boundaries, okay? So the shiny new star can be born, right? So just trust in the divine. All right, let's go ahead and get through some last messages from expansiveness. All right, so eternity is far more creative than the rigid constraint and exhausted ego. Okay, this tells me like you've been a part of it all. Again, you're very expansive. You've been here. Okay, this exhausted ego, you are exhausted. You are exhausted, maybe living a lie or allowing others to lie to you, right? And this is about breaking free. It's about endings, completions, right? Literally about making a decision. For some of you guys, it could be about ending a relationship that was built off of dishonesty and lies, right? But you're exhausted. Your ego is exhausted. The part of you that is not living in truth or authenticity is exhausted. And so the divine wants to remind you that eternity, right? Love, bliss, being with me, being in alignment with me is much more, far more blissful than being exhausted. All right. We have the ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Be open to receiving. Okay. Because blessings and abundance is coming. All right. Be open to receiving. It is easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Outrageous openness. Dear love, dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise me and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I'm open to receive. Yes. This is about surrendering, you guys, trusting, releasing, right? You know, God is saying that you asked to be released from those attachments. You asked to be surprised, right? You asked to fully go into this with releasing and trusting, and God delivered. And it may not be what you expected that attachment to be, but it is being released. And what God's reminding you is be open to receive it all. Be open to receive. Be open to receive. It's easy for you to receive. Because companionship, okay, love, for some, real love could be coming in, okay? Real connections, real friendships, real bonds that you can create on a soul level. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift, all right? This can also be about connecting, you know, bridging gaps, connections with people, right? Being vulnerable. Again, there was some vulnerability that was here for you guys. All right, now let's go ahead and close out your reading with some affirmation cards. I celebrate my differences. I am free from conformity. I love this. I celebrate my differences. I am free from conformity. And I think it goes right over the expansive energy, right? You know, because it's talking about, you know, eternity is far more greater than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. And so you're freeing yourself. You're celebrating your differences, right? And you're no longer conforming to society, to other people. You're aligning. All right. I anchor the boundless light in my heart. I am divine. Be ready to receive. I anchor the boundless light in my heart. I am divine. I let go of control and surrender my expectations of love to beautiful synchronicities, okay? I let go of control and surrender my expectations of love to beautiful synchronicities, okay? Beautiful synchronicities. So be open to receiving. I am clearly guided by my revered guardian who protects me always, and that is the divine. You are always guided and protected. And the last one is I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace. I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace, okay? All right, that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it provided you with some guidance and navigation. If you did enjoy the reading, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And I would love to hear feedback of how this reading resonated with you and how this reading had helped you in some area of your life, even if it's just leaving me some nice little emojis to let me know that you listened and you were here. Trust the process and trust the journey, guys. I will see you all back next time. And I do offer private one-on-one sessions, so if you would like to book a private session with me, all of my information is linked below. Bye now.